lottery. Nick, what are you looking for from this draft lottery?
So you're saying there's a chance, Spencer.
There's a
chance that the Wizards get the number 1 pick, but they probably won't. They'll probably end up with like the 9th or 10th or 11th, which is where they've been picking, it seems like every year.
It's about the same. If they can get a top 5, you'd be happy.
Yeah, if they could slide into the top 4, which is usually how it works now. I think top 4 is like where you can move up from if you're not like in a certain range. I don't remember exactly how it is, but if they could get top 4, that'd be awesome.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department. Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Play ball!
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school softball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening and welcome here to a very windy Vickers Field as we welcome you into our countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg, where you get the work right done the first time. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me is Jim Klein, back here on the airwaves for us. Our producer, Spencer Dupuis. Cameraman's Avery Newport. And back at the studio, it's Nick Verzolini. Well, Jim, welcome back. Game 2 here between Jefferson and Hedgesville for the AAA Region 2 championship. If Jefferson wins, they will head to the state tournament. If Hedgesville wins, we'll see a Game 3 tomorrow back at Anderson Field at Hedgesville High School. But let's get into first how we got here sectional-wise. And we'll start with Section 1. Game 1, it was Hedgesville with a 15-1 win against Martinsburg. Game 2, it was a 3-2 Spring Mills win over Musselman. Then Game 3, it was a 7-2 win for Hedgesville. Musselman got a 17-0 win over Martinsburg to eliminate the Bulldogs. And then Musselman eliminated Spring Mills on May 9th with a 5-0 win. And then went into the winner's bracket again to take on Hedgesville. Musselman got a 12-3 win to force a deciding game, and in that decisive game it was Hedgesville getting a 7-5 win over Musselman to win the section. In Section 2, it was Jefferson with a 23-0 win in 5 innings over Hampshire, followed by a 10-0 win against Washington in 5 innings. And then on Tuesday, May 10th, Washington got a 15-0 win against Hampshire to eliminate the Trojans. And then after that, it was a 1-0 win for the Patriots over Jefferson in 13 innings to force a decisive game for that sectional championship. And in that sectional championship game, Jefferson won 2-0 over Washington to put us here tonight as we get ready for Jefferson against Hedgesville. What are you hoping to see, Jim?
Well, field conditions, you definitely have to give the edge to Jefferson. I mean, they play a lot of games, obviously, here at their home field, and Jefferson owns the series year to date, 3-0. Jefferson beating Hedgesville 9-3 on March 30th. Jefferson also winning at home on April 12th with a 16-1 decisive victory over Hedgesville. And, of course, last night's win for Jefferson, 7-4 on the road. So could be a completely different ballgame today with the wind being a factor, the dust, and two outstanding pitchers on the mound.
And we'll get to see them again today as it's Becca Munslow on the mound, or in the pitcher circle, for Jefferson, going up against Kelsey Van Dyne for Hedgesville, who we saw come in relief. Let's look around the rest of the state here as we just finished up our EPAC softball roundup, brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. 3 of the 4 regions were in action yesterday. The one that got postponed to start today was St. Albans taking on Greenbrier East. As we already mentioned, it was Jefferson getting a 7-4 win against Hedgesville in Region 2. Region 1, it was University winning against John Marshall by a final score of 4-3 in 9 innings. So University needs one more win to advance to the state tournament as they're at home tonight against John Marshall. And in Region 4, it was Lincoln County getting a 6-4 win over Ripley to be up in the best 2 out of 3, 1-0. Let's now take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches here on the Cody's Auto Body countdown to first pitch. Again, a 3-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Hefley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Hefley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Hefley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Hefley Motor Company, so you should too.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Tripp's Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at trippsfloorsanding.com. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Back here at Vickers Field as we get into our coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll start with the visiting head coach from Hedgesville, Matt Forte.
Okay, Coach Forte, game 2 here for the regional championship. Lost a close one yesterday. The comeback fell just short. What'd you like from your team, though, in the game?
I liked our approach in the box. You know, we hit the ball pretty well. We kind of knew what to expect a little bit from their pitching. Even their pitching did a fine job. I think we managed to hit it pretty well. We didn't get the timely hits we needed. We stranded a lot of runners on base. We needed a double here, a single there. Of course, you always need that. That's just basic strategy. We just did not get the timely hits. We did hit the ball okay, but we didn't get the timely hits. Also, errors killed us last night. We had some errors when we didn't need to have errors, and of course you never need them, but it seemed like they made us pay every time we had a few errors. A couple walked batters that end up resulting in scored runs. Passed ball, all of those things you cannot do against a team like Jefferson. Hats off to them. They make you pay when you make mistakes.
What's your team need to fix today to make sure they get a win and force a game 3?
We got to keep hitting the ball well. If we hit the ball as well as we did last night and manufacture a few runs, I think we'll be okay in that department. Cannot give them runs, can't give them outs, and we cannot walk people.
Kelsey Van Dyne will be the starting pitcher for your team today. What do you like from her, and how's she feeling today after the ball that hit her in the foot?
She says she has a dent in her foot, but other than that, she's okay. She needs to work ahead in the count. It's really tough with the amount of firepower that Jefferson has to get behind in the count on them and give them stuff they can hit, because they will, like I said, they will make you pay.
What are you telling your team to make sure this isn't the last game of the this season?
As I always say, leave it all on the field. Leave it all on the field because this could possibly be the last game of the season.
All right, anything else, Coach?
No, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
I'm now joined by the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars and Desiree Waters. Coach, one more win and you guys will be the regional champions. You got the 7-4 win yesterday. What did you like from your team in that game?
I liked defensively. I think we did pretty well. We put some bats on the ball, but I think we could do a little bit better. I think we had a good handful of runners left on base, so that's what I would like to see us do tonight is execute when we have runners, especially in scoring position.
I think it was 14 runners left on base there, but you did have, I believe, 15 hits is what I had you guys at. So pitching-wise, too, Munslow had a great game. What did you like from her there in the circle?
Mainly just her confidence and her grit. She was getting, a couple walks, a couple hard hits off of her, and just her ability to still just remain calm and do her job in the circle.
As we said, one more win and you're at home. What are you telling your girls to keep them focused to make sure that it ends tonight?
Just telling them mainly to keep their energy up and to stay focused. Don't count it as a win yet until the game's over. And just bring the energy the whole time and want to win on your home field.
Even though you guys did get the win, Hedgesville tried to come back there late. What were you telling them there in those final moments that you hope you don't see here tonight?
Mainly just to stay calm, that we are still up, and to make smart decisions while we're playing.
All right, anything else, Coach?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
That was the head coach there from Jefferson, and Desiree Waters. Will now take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and today's weather here at Vickers Field. This is West Virginia High School softball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome back here for the final segment of your countdown to first pitch. Let's get into the starting lineups brought to you by Tripp's Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Tripp's Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at trippsfloorsanding.com. And we'll start with the visiting Hedgesville Eagles, who are coached by Matt Forte. Leading off for Hedgesville and playing center field is number 4, Kaylee Lachlan. Batting second at short is number 2, Lakin Copenhaver. Batting third, the left fielder, number 7, Brenna Collis. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 17, Faith Cooper. Batting fifth at first base, number 14, Elizabeth Myers. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 15, Shay Darlington. Batting seventh in right field is number 11, Olivia Cooper. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 12, Morgan Gooderidge. Batting ninth for Hedgesville, the designated player, number 16, Jordan Williams. Let's now get into the starting lineup here for the home side in Jefferson High School. And we'll quickly go through it. Batting first, shortstop is Lewis. Batting second and left field is Presley. Batting third baseman Harris. Batting fourth, second baseman Dalton. Batting fifth, catcher Mason. Batting sixth, designated player is Franco. Batting seventh is pitcher Munslow. Eighth at first is Allen. And ninth, the center fielder is Cohen. We'll take another 2-minute break to cover the national anthem, then be right back. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When it comes to breast cancer, early detection is the key. During the month of May, WVU Medicine will offer 3D mammogram screening clinics to women 40 and older on select weekdays at our Spring Mills Women's Imaging Center and our Jefferson Women's Imaging Center for just $60. This discount fee helps patients who haven't met their deductible, whose insurance doesn't include one with an annual exam, and for those with no insurance. Schedule your 3D mammogram today. Call WVU Medicine at 1-844-802-2734, option 2.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Play ball!
The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Tripp's Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson, the Hefley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back here to Vickers Field at Jefferson High School for Game 2 of the Regional Championship in high school softball between the Jefferson Cougars and the Hedgesville Eagles. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Jim Klein, our producer. It's Spencer Dupuis. Cameraman is Avery Newport. And back at the studio, it's Nick Berzolini. Today's weather brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. 77 degrees, sunny skies with some clouds here and there, and very, very windy, if you can't already hear through our headsets here at Vickers Field, as the wind blowing straight in from center field to home, causing some very dusty infield conditions, and we'll see how it affects the players as we get ready here for our first pitch, brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040. As Kaylee Laughlin steps up to the plate here to start off this top of the first for Hedgesville in the all-blue uniforms. Takes the first pitch low and inside from Becca Munslow from Jefferson for ball one.
Yeah, Munslow just needs to settle down, come on and throw strikes. Just like Coach said.
Munslow in the circles, next pitch. Outside, taken ball two by Laughlin. 2-0 count now to the leadoff batter for Hedgesville, Kaylee Laughlin. Laughlin yesterday had 3 at-bats, got 2 hits. And she takes this one for a strike right down the middle against Munslow. She made 1 hit yesterday and 2 runs with 1 RBI yesterday for Laughlin there in that leadoff spot. Pitch from the 2-1 count. Bunting and popping it up behind home plate. Catcher Emily Mason tried to make a play on it, ran into the home plate umpire Brian Costello. The ball lands foul. The count even at 2-2.
Yeah, real tough play. Catching the angle to make your pursuit, and just turned with the wrong shoulder. Very good effort, though.
Laughlin steps back into the box here against Becca Munslow. The pitch. Shot into right center field. It's a leadoff single to kick things off for Hedgesville by Laughlin. That'll bring up Lakin Copenhaver now for the Eagles with a runner on first and nobody out.
Boy, exactly what Hedgesville, I think, wanted to do, get a leadoff base runner, especially on a 2-2 count.
Munslow on the circle here against Copenhaver. The pitch, Copenhaver squares the bunt. Munslow's pitch goes wild into the net right in front of my face for a ball. And Laughlin will advance to second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, man, 2 for flinching. Yikes, that came right at your face.
I didn't flinch.
No, you didn't flinch.
I don't flinch.
Cool as a cucumber.
I've gotten used to it. Next pitch, fouled off above us. Makes the count 1-1 against Copenhaver. Copenhaver yesterday, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, no hits, no runs, and no RBIs. Trying to change that here today. It's the pitch from Munslow right down the middle for strike 2. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes for Copenhaver with nobody out and a runner on second for Hedgesville in the top of the first. Pitch from Munslow just misses outside. The count's even at 2 apiece.
Yeah, I like that pitch. I don't want you don't want to see anything right down the middle. Make Cope there reach a little bit for something outside the zone. She was patient. Good decision.
Pitch from Munslow. Again, misses high and outside. The count's now full against Lakin Copenhaver. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Little different than yesterday, as the first 2 batters Munslow faced, she struck out. Here's the payoff pitch, and she gets the first strikeout today. Caught looking is Copenhaver for out number 1 on the inside corner. It brings up Brenna Collis for Hedgesville. Number 7 in left field, steps into the right-handed box. Wind now blowing from left into right field a little bit as the pitch from Munslow right down the middle against Collis for strike 1.
Yeah, Munslow's found her groove.
0-0 in the top of the first. 1 out, runner on second for Hedgesville here in this game 2 of the regional championship. Pitch from Munslow. Fouled off by Collis over the press box, out of play. The count's now no balls and 2 strikes. Munslow trying to get out number 2 and her second strikeout here ahead in the count against Brenna Collis. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again by Collis behind home plate. Keeps the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Laughlin, the runner on second for Hedgesville after a leadoff single into right. And then stolen a wild pitch during the Copenhaver at bat. Pitch at the knees, called strike 3. Down goes Collis on back-to-back strikeouts now for Munslow. It's 2 outs to bring up Faith Cooper.
Yeah, Collis didn't seem to agree. It looked like she mouthed the words "no way" as she stepped out of the box, but I was right on it.
Umpire behind home plate and Brian Costello. First base, it's Paul Espinosa as the pitch low and inside for strike 1 against Cooper. Second base umpire tonight is Tim Cobb, and at third base, it's Keith Burton. Pitch from Munslow. Called strike 2 to Faith Cooper. Munslow really working all around the strike zone here in this top of the first inning. Trying to get her third straight strikeout to retire the side. 2 outs, runner on second for Hedgesville. The pitch just misses inside. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cooper steps back into the box for Hedgesville. Back to Munslow's pitch. Grounded off the batter and foul. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs as we're scoreless here on the top of the first between Hedgesville and Jefferson. Game 2 of this regional championship in which Jefferson needs to win to be crowned the state champion. As a grounder over to the second baseman, Kylie Dalton scoops it up for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the first after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the first between Hedgesville and Jefferson. Apologize there in the last at-bat. Jefferson wins today. They will be the region champion, not the state champion. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves here at Vickers Field. If Hedgesville gets a win, though, we'll have Game 3 for the regional championship tomorrow at Anderson Field in Hedgesville, as it's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Jefferson up to bat. It'll be leading off for the Cougars, Lewis, followed by Presley, and then Harris. Pitching for Hedgesville, it's number 8, Kelsey Van Dyne. Defensively around her catching is Faith Cooper. At first base, it's Elizabeth Myers. Second base, it's Morgan Gooderidge. Shortstop's Lakin Copenhaver. Third base is Shay Darlington. In left field, it's Brenna Collis. Center field, Kaylee Laughlin. And in right field, it's Olivia Cooper.
It'll be interesting to see the defense, how it comes out this evening. Hedgesville obviously it had a, what could have been a completely different outcome if you erase those 4 errors. So obviously Coach said before the game in your outstanding interview, Colin, that they cannot give away outs. They have got to play good defense. So we'll see what happens here as things lead off.
Lacey Lewis will step into the right-handed batter's box to start off this bottom of the first. Jefferson, maroon uniforms with the old gold lettering with Cougars on the front, gold numerals on the back, shoulders with white and maroon stripes, pants with maroon stripes down the sides as well, like the New York Yankee pinstripe look, as the first pitch from Van Dyne inside to Lewis for ball 1 to start off the bottom of the first. Next pitch from Van Dyne, a fastball, a hard chopper down the third base side and foul, evens count up at 1-1 to Lewis. Lewis in yesterday's win for Jefferson went 2 for 3 at the plate with 1 RBI and 1 run scored as well.
Yeah, she actually turned on Van Dyne there. She was out in front.
1-1 count. Pitch from Van Dyne just misses the knees of Lewis. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter for Jefferson. Kelsey Van Dyne for Hedgesville steps on the rubber. Her pitch again misses low. The count's now 3-1 to Lewis. More dust continues to blow here at a very windy Vickers Field.
Yeah, that ball hits the dirt at the plate. Whew.
Pitch again misses low. It's a walk to lead off the bottom of the first for Jefferson. Puts Lewis on first and brings up Taylor Presley.
We'll have to see now if Van Dyne, if she's going to call him down like Munslow did.
Taylor Presley takes her time stepping into the box. Nobody out and a runner on first for Jefferson after the leadoff walk to Lacey Lewis from Kelsey Van Dyne. Van Dyne's first pitch.
Oh,
it is
Darlington
a low line drive to Darlington, who bobbles it in the dirt. And it'll be a single to put Presley on first and Lewis on second.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think that's a great call, Doc. Darlington on the move. Did get her glove on it, just could not secure the soft line drive.
Yeah, you don't want to call it an error. It was a very tough play as the ball was below her knees that she had to dive for. If she would have made the catch, though, it would have been great and possibly a double play. But that brings up the next batter, and Shelby Harris, as she fouls off the first pitch over to the first base dugout for strike 1. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for Jefferson here in the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless at 0-0. Pitch from Van Dyne. Inside corner, called strike 2 for Harris. As Harris steps out of the box, takes a couple practice chops, and steps back in on the right-handed side. 0-2 count against her. The pitch grounded off the glove of Faith Cooper. Count remains at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Cooper tried to snag that one to get the first out, but it just hit off the lip of her glove and into the dirt.
Yeah, Harris did a good job staying alive.
Pitch.
Oh, off speed. My goodness.
Just misses inside.
Wow, talk about a changeup. My goodness.
Count's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch grounded right down the third baseline. Darlington stretches out, tries to put her foot on the bag at third, but the bang-bang play goes in favor of Lewis, so the bases are loaded with nobody out on the grounder fielder's choice. That'll bring up Dalton.
It looks like the coach is making an adjustment, pulling the outfield in. What a defensive adjustment very early in the game.
And it's a line drive right into the glove of the second baseman, Gooderidge. She fires to first for the double play. 2 outs now, runners on second and third, as it was a line drive by Dalton, but directly to Morgan Gooderidge, who threw it to Elizabeth Myers. So with nobody out and bases loaded, it's now 2 outs and runners on second and third.
What a great coaching adjustment, apparently.
First pitch against Emily Mason, right down the middle from Van Dyne for strike 1.
Yeah, Jefferson doesn't seem to like that inside corner here this afternoon.
Pitch from Kelsey Van Dyne. Change up, just misses inside. The count's now even at 1-1 to Emily Mason.
Yeah, and that changeup is sick. I mean, filthy. And that looked like a decent pitch to me.
Yeah, they're at, looks like almost 20-plus speed in miles per hour difference between her fastball and changeup, as this pitch, a fastball, low and inside. The count's now 2-1. And when there's such a speed difference, it's kind of hard to time it up, because you never know what's coming. As the next pitch from Van Dyne, grounder over to the shortstop, Copenhaver, her throw in time for out number 3. So no runs crossed the plate, 2 runners left stranded. Will head to the second, still scoreless between Jefferson and Hedgesville. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Vickers Field as we head to the top of the second inning, still scoreless between Hedgesville and Jefferson after Jefferson, a big opportunity missed. Bases loaded with the no outs, was followed by a double play and then a grounder to end the inning. So the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for Hedgesville, and Elizabeth Myers, Shay Darlington, and Olivia Cooper.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if that provides any type of momentum. I mean, Jefferson had bases loaded, no outs. DP ends up not scoring. Hedgesville, on the other hand, looked like they could have been in serious trouble. Now, do they come to the plate with a new vigor?
Becca Munslow's first pitch to Elizabeth Myers. High and outside for ball 1 to start off the top of the second inning. Myers steps out of the box, takes a big practice swing, steps back in and gets adjusted. Munslow steps on the rubber inside the pitcher circle. The next pitch, a strike right down the middle. Counts now even at 1 apiece to Myers. Myers yesterday for Hedgesville. 2 at-bats, 1 hit, no runs, and no RBIs as the pitch from Munslow misses outside. Counts now 2-1 as the net kind of went all the way back and actually hit the pole here of our Talk Radio WRNR tent. That one had a lot of speed behind it to make that net come back about a foot and touch that as the next pitch from Munslow outside. The count's now 3-1.
Yeah, Munslow's working that outside corner and not getting a bite.
3-1 count for Myers here against Becca Munslow. The pitch inside, counts now full at 3-2.
Yeah, Myers gonna have to. She's gonna have to take a risk here, anything close.
The inside corner is usually gone the pitcher's way. So far, the outside is not. Munslow sets the payoff pitch to Myers outside and ball 4. So Myers will walk over to first base to start off this top of the second.
And that's why you're the sports doctor, man. No announcer jinx there. You called it. It was definitely a little bit outside. Whenever you see the umpire set up one side or the other, he's standing more to the left side. You have to imagine that gives an advantage to the pitcher on the inside corner.
And there you go, inside corner pitch, called strike 1 to Shea Darlington. But it's tough because, as you said, Munslow really wants that outside corner. This one misses high. Counts now even to Darlington. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, for the umpire to actually catch that outside corner when you're set up to the inside.
Setting up outside is Emily Mason. The pitch goes there, and this time she does get the outside corner. Strike 2 to Darlington.
Yeah, we have a great vantage point, and I definitely agree with that strike call.
Just caught that corner of home plate. Pitch from Munslow. Swing and a miss. Down goes Darlington for out number 1 here in the top of the second. The third strikeout of the evening for Becca Munslow. She had 10 yesterday, trying to match that today, and so far 3 in. And it looks like Jefferson's mascot has arrived to our
it's
left.
The Cougar.
First pitch here to Olivia Cooper at the knees for strike 1. We'll have to get the name of that Cougar over there. Here in a packed Vickers Field. Pitch inside, counts now even at 1-1. Couple baseball players for Jefferson stayed to watch this regional championship. They'll play in a regional championship next week against Martinsburg. We'll have those games for you Monday through Wednesday. As this pitch from Munslow outside to Olivia Cooper. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out runner on first. 0-0 between Hedgesville and Jefferson here in the top of the second in Game 2 of the regional championship. Pitch fouled up off the backstop and back into the dirt. The count's now even at 2-2 against Cooper. Gooderidge on deck for Hedgesville with Olivia Cooper up to bat. Becca Munslow sets. The pitch blowing inside. The count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great work by the catcher. I mean, you're going to give up, a free base. Myers, if that ball gets to the backstop, she's going to be there.
Myers on first. Payoff pitch. And it's flown directly to third base sign. Shelby Harris steps just slightly in the foul line. Makes the catch for out number 2. They retire Cooper and bring up Gooderidge. Myers stays at first after the leadoff walk. Since then, we've had a strikeout and now a flyout over to the third base side. First pitch just misses low for ball 1 from Munslow to Gooderidge. It was in the middle of the plate, but just missed the knees. Counts now 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch outside. Counts now 1-1. Gooderidge resets as Munslow finally getting the calls her way on the outside corner here in this bottom of the second. This one fouled off over the first base dugout and into the parking lot. The count's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first for Hedgesville. Pitch fouled right off the glove of Mason. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes as Mason was unable to catch that third strike. 2 outs. We're scoreless. Payoff pitch just misses outside. Counts even at 2 apiece now against Goodrich. Goodrich steps back into the right-handed box. Munslow sets the pitch, misses high. The count's now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, just a little high. Not a bad pitch.
2 outs, full count to Goodrich. Runner on first, the pitch. Check swing and a called ball 4. Now it looks like we'll not get an appeal as it'll be another walk to put a runner on first in Goodrich. Myers will go to second to bring up Jordan Williams. So 2 walks here so far this inning by Becca Munslow. So we have a timeout called by the catcher for Jefferson, Emily Mason, as she walks out to the pitcher's circle to talk with Munslow.
Yeah, just a bit outside. I mean, had an opportunity to protect the plate, relied on the umpire, and it was a good call.
We wait here for those two to finish talking as Hedgesville talking to each other as well. Matt Forte, the head coach, talking with his batter that's coming up, and Jordan Williams. And the runners on first and second, Elizabeth Myers and Goodrich talking with each other there on first base. Both timeouts conclude. Everybody goes back to their spots. Brian Costello, the home plate umpire, holds up time. As going into the box, it's Williams. He gives the thumbs up to Becca Munslow in the first pitch. Fastball inside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Jordan Williams, who was yesterday's starting pitcher for Hedgesville. She got the loss. The next pitch, outside, 2-0 count to Williams.
Yeah, I almost have to wonder if when Mason went to the went to the circle, if the advice was to work more in the inside corner. She came in inside and now worked back outside for a second ball.
Pitch from Munslow. Swing and a miss from Williams for strike 1. 2-1 count against Jordan Williams, the designated player today, hitting for the pitcher, Kelsey Van Dyne. Munslow sets. Pitch. Grounder foul over to the third base dugout, evens the count up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, I think Williams ended up in no man's land there. The ball was a little bit inside, caught her on the hands, couldn't get her hands through it, managed to get the bat on it, but boy, that had to sting.
2-2 count, runners on first and second for Hedgesville with 2 outs. Pitch from Munslow and a timeout called right beforehand as Williams swung and missed, but we had a timeout called, so it won't be a strikeout yet. And Jefferson not happy with that. I saw in time that Brian Costello called a timeout. I don't know if he called it or if somebody else called it, as head coach for Jefferson and Desiree Waters coming out to see what exactly the time was called for. Didn't know what it was, but we'll go back. The count's at 2-2 with 2 outs. Yeah, at the top of the second.
I think that's a good question by Coach Waters. There was not a,
and this one's a grounder now into left field. Myers will go over to third. The bases are loaded as we head back to the top of the lineup. So what could have been a strikeout is now a 2-out single to load the bases by Jordan Williams.
Yeah, what I was saying is it was not an emphatic timeout, like a stoppage of play that would make you think, oh no, the play's dead. It was very questionable.
Bases loaded to bring up Kaylee Laughlin. First pitch, he fouls off over to the first base side for strike 1. So there's 2 outs here in the top of the second. Hedgesville trying to strike first in game 2 of the regional championship. Munslow sets for Jefferson the pitch. Grounder over to the right side.
No.
Kaylee Dalton lets it go underneath her glove into center field. Hedgesville scores 1 coming around. Sets for Jefferson the pitch. Ground single by Kaylee Laughlin. 2-0 Hedgesville on top.
Yeah, tough play for Dalton. She had to reach across her body. It's a backhand. It just could not corral the medium hit grounder more towards the second base.
First pitch against Copenhagen called strike 1. Dalton was there, just didn't get her glove down far enough to pick up the ball. Pitch from Munslow. Off the glove of the catcher, Mason. That's going to allow the two runners to advance one base each, and almost coming around third was the runner on third in Jordan Williams, but she goes back. Nobody was covering home, and she decided not to take the opportunity.
Yeah, but Jefferson's so well coached. Allen was right behind. So if it ended up in a rundown situation, if Mason chased back to third, Allen was right there. There would have been a play at the plate.
1-1 count to Copenhaver. Pitch from Munslow. Grounder right up to the shortstop, Lacey Lewis. Her throw to Allen in time for out number 3. Not before 2 runs cross the plate for the Eagles. They now lead Jefferson 2-0. Well to the bottom of the second after a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning we go. It's the 6, 7, 8 batters due up for Jefferson and Franco, Munslow, and Allen. Hedgesville now up 2-0 here in Game 2 of the regional championship. And Jefferson leads the series 1-0, so if Hedgesville can get a win, we'll be back tomorrow there at Anderson Field for a winner-take-all game. But if Jefferson can come back and win here, they'll be the regional champion and head to the state tournament next week.
Well, we talked last inning about the motivation factor. Jefferson just went to what could have been construed as a possible 4th strike call as timeout ends a play that results in 2 runs.
First pitch from Van Dyne, fouled off by Franco to the third base side for strike 1.
So is Jefferson going to answer the call? Is that going to be a motivating factor? The fact that in a potential, a timeout, a dead ball situation that could have been strike 3, Jefferson needs to use this.
Pitch from Van Dyne. Popped up over to the first base side. Myers loses it in the sun as it lands foul for strike 2.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball, and all of a sudden the wind collects it. She's fighting the sun the whole way, and boy, the ball just took off, moving left to right.
And with the wind comes some dust off the infield, too, so that probably doesn't help without any glasses to protect your eyes. As a foul ball from Franco to keep the count at 0-2.
Oh yeah, all of the elements are in play today. No rain or snow yet, but night's early.
The wind whipping in our faces from the outfield home. Change up high. Counts now 1-2 to Franco. Christina Franco yesterday, 5 at-bats, had 2 hits and 1 run with no RBIs as she fouls this one off over to the first base side and out of play. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes against Franco. Lead-off batter here for the bottom of the second.
Could have been the Cody's auto body foul ball of the game, maybe.
Yeah, if it breaks a windshield, it might be. Pitch from Van Dyne. Fouled off to the third base side as Franco stays alive. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes, but we've seen 3 foul balls straight here by Franco against Van Dyne.
Yeah, this is another good situation where maybe that changeup comes into play.
Van Dyne, fastball, misses low and inside. We'll check down to Paul Espinosa at first, and he says that the bat did not go around, so the count evens up at 2 apiece. We get a timeout called as we get a softball thrown to Brian Costello, the home plate umpire, to put in a bag on his side, and the pitch from Van Dyne. Popped up by the hitter there in Franco. Shortstop, Lakin Copenhaver, backs up into the grass of the outfield on the left field side, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Becca Munslow, the pitcher for Jefferson, with 1 out, the bottom of the second, and nobody on.
Now batting, going to pitch number 16, Munslow.
First pitch from Van Dyne to Munslow. Inside for ball 1.
Yeah, big-time fan of the Sports Mix days at noon. Was talking mad props about Munslow today.
Next pitch fouled off. Counts evened up at 1 apiece for Munslow. Munslow, high praise, as Jim just said, as she was the winning pitcher yesterday, getting 10 strikeouts against Hedgesville in the 7-4 win in Game 1 of this regional championship series. She pops this one over to the third base side. It lands foul. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes against Becca Munslow.
Yeah, Jefferson's getting a lot of contact with Van Dyne, just not putting it between the bags.
That one almost a swinging bunt as Munslow picks up her bat and steps back into the right-handed box. Pitch from Van Dyne, grounded right back to Van Dyne, and she scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2. That one, for about half a second, almost looked like it was going to hit Van Dyne in the foot like we saw yesterday. She was able to put her glove in front of it and get redemption for out number 2 to bring up Brooke Allen with 2 outs and nobody on. I think that's what the dugout there on Hedgesville side's telling her as well. Thank you for putting that glove down so we don't have to worry about your foot anymore. Right. First pitch to Allen in the dirt for ball 1.
Man, don't make me chuckle. I got a mouthful of dust.
Don't we all? The wind continues to blow in from the outfield in here at Vickers Field. 1-0 count to Allen. Pitch from Van Dyne. Misses the knees. 2 balls, no strikes to Brooke Allen. 2 outs, nobody on base. It's 2-0 Hedgesville over Jefferson in the bottom of the second inning. Van Dyne, pitch to Allen, high for ball 3. So after 2 pretty good battles that ended in 2 outs, it's now a 3-0 count. Van Dyne trying not to allow a runner on base. The pitch at the knees for strike 1 against Allen.
Yeah, on the inner side of the plate, which we know has been favored all day.
3-1 count now with 2 outs. Van Dyne's pitch to Allen. Scorcher into right center field over the head of Olivia Cooper. Allen rounds first, head to second, the ball all the way to the wall. Cooper still hasn't thrown it in, so Allen's going to go from second into third. It's a stand-up triple for Brooke Allen with 2 outs to bring up Cohen.
Yeah, it was like
still hasn't thrown it in, so Allen's going to go from second into
the
third.
Wind blowing left to right across our faces. The ball just took a wicked hop right into foul territory. The right fielder had to run as far as possible into the deep right field corner to get the ball back into play.
Jefferson trying to get a 2-out rally. Runner on third. First pitch from Van Dyne in the dirt. Cooper keeps it in front of her. Counts now 1 ball and no strikes to Cohen. Cohen yesterday recorded 1 RBI with 1 hit in her 5 at-bats. She also scored once in that 7-4 win. 2 outs, the pitch. Right down the middle. Counts now even at 1-1 to Cohen. Oh, and they called it a ball. I thought I heard him say strike.
I
was mistaken there on our crowd mic. I thought I heard Brian Costello call it a strike, but he called it a ball, and this one high, so it's a 3-0 count to Cohen. The wind really blowing in as dust picking up in the infield. Going to do my best to see this pitch, or unless Van Dyne waits for the wind to die down. Sun in our face as well. The pitch, I believe, was called a strike. It's a 3-1 count.
That's it. And you almost have to wonder at some point in time if Jefferson isn't going to adjust, maybe slide a little bit back and closer to their dugout in the right-handed batter's box.
Pitch, outside corner, strike 2 to Cohen. Counts now full with 2 outs and a runner on third.
Lewis with some positivity saying this is it. This is your pitch.
Payoff pitch to Cohen. Misses high, ball 4. That's going to put runners on the corners now. And a 2-out rally possibility. And Lacey Lewis up to bat.
Yeah, Lewis was fired up in the batting circle. I think she wants this.
We saw a previous situation in yesterday's game where Hedgesville decided to intentionally walk Lacey Lewis to load the bases. But Hedgesville up 2-0 right now with 2 outs. Now it looks like they're going to pitch to Lewis. Van Dyne sets on the rubber. The first pitch to Lewis, a roller for ball 1.
Yeah, Lewis has got more game stickers on her hat than an All-American linebacker. My goodness, clearly she's made some plays.
Runner on first and third for Jefferson with 2 outs. And foul ball off the end of the bat of Lewis to the first base side, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Runner on first is Cohen. On third, it's Allen. Cohen representing the game-tying run. If she can come home to score, she steals second to throw over to third to see if they could catch Allen off guard. Not in time, so a successful steal by Cohen. Put 2 runners in scoring position now as the count's 2-1 to Lacey Lewis.
Yeah, nice job by Darlington to be prepared. Left fielder didn't move at all. Darlington lets that go, 2 score.
And a grounder that is ripped right down the third base line, almost hits Coach Waters there in the third base coaching box. The count's now even at 2-2 as she had to run forward to get out of the way of that hard ground ball. Cougar faithful trying to get behind Lewis here at Vickers Field. The pitch from Van Dyne, again fouled off down that third base line. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes for Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis way out in front. Are we going to see one of those filthy change-ups coming down here soon? About 46 miles an hour.
Van Dyne gets a new ball. Take your time before stepping on the rubber in the middle of the circle. Pitch. Is that changeup called strike 3? Lewis caught looking for out number 3. We'll head to the third where it's Hedgesville 2-0. This is West Virginia High School softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Top of the third inning we go here at Vickers Field at Jefferson High School. It's Hedgesville on top 2-0 over Jefferson in Game 2 of the Regional Championship. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Jim Klein, Spencer Dupuis, our producer. Cameraman Avery Newport back at the studio. Nick Versalini. First pitch from Becca Munslow to Brenna Collis. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Warm-ups, Munslow was fierce. She was not wearing her headgear, and I mean snapping the glove of Mason with a new fire.
Next pitch. Fastball grounded right past the glove of Shelby Harris. Might have caught a piece of it as the ball goes into foul territory, but it was fair to start. So it's going to be a leadoff single by Collis for Hedgesville. Brings up Faith Cooper after a third straight inning in which the leadoff batter is reached first for Hedgesville, which is complete opposite of what they did yesterday. First pitch from Munslow. Way outside, hits the net, and that'll allow Collis to easily make her way to second base. The count's 1-0 to Cooper. And I think that might have possibly nicked, or at least was pretty close to our crowd mic there. I heard it snap just a little bit. 1-0 count. Pitch from Munslow misses inside to Cooper. It counts now 2 balls and no strikes. Nobody out. Hedgesville with runner on second base in scoring position, already leading Jefferson 2-0. Pitch from Munslow to Cooper. Outside corner called strike 1. Counts now 2 balls and 1 strike to Faith Cooper. Cooper 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to second in the final out of the first inning, and are only at bat so far. Pitch, it's high into left center field. If it drops, it's a hit, but nope, it lands into the glove of Chloe Cohen, the center fielder, for out number 1.
Yeah, actually a great play by Cohen. I was concerned with the wind that it could fall in that little gap, but Cohen, she was right there. Cohen was right there.
That brings up Elizabeth Myers. 1 out and a runner on second for Hedgesville. Here against Becca Munslow. First pitch from Munslow to Myers. Inside for ball 1. Myers in her last at-bat walked and later scored. She was one of the 2 runs there in the second inning. This gave Hedgesville a 2-0 lead here against Jefferson. Pitch from Munslow. Right down the middle, it's a chopper by Myers, and it takes a couple hops into the glove of Kaylee Dalton, the second baseman. She underhand tosses it to Brooke Allen for out number 2, but advancing on the fielder's choice to third is Collis. A 4-3 fielder's choice for out number 2 brings up Shea Darlington. Runner 60 feet away for Hedgesville, and 2 outs. First pitch from Munslow. Inside for ball 1 against Darlington. Darlington struck out swinging in her last at-bat. Munslow sets on the rubber. The pitch fouled off behind home plate. Counts now even at 1-1. Wind continuing to blow in from the outfield towards home plate. Munslow's pitch outside. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Darlington. Munslow gets the ball back from Emily Mason. Sets, pitch, right at the knees on the inside corner to Darlington. The count's now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think Darlington objected the way that she stepped out of the box and looked at coach.
2-2 count with 2 outs, runner on third. Becca Munslow's pitch,
base hit.
And it's a base hit into center field. It's an RBI single. Hedgesville now leads Jefferson 3-0 in the top of the third. A 2-out single for Shea Darlington.
Topic of conversation on Sports Mix this afternoon at 12 noon. The fact that Darlington was 0-4 yesterday, and she has already bounced back and provided a 3-0 lead. Hedgesville extends.
Jefferson now calling a timeout. Everybody meeting player-wise in the infield and the outfield as it's 3-0 Hedgesville. Olivia Cooper will be up to bat here after this timeout in a Game 2 of this regional championship. Jefferson leads the series 1-0. It's a best 2 out of 3. So if the Cougars get a win, they'd advance. But right now, Hedgesville not wanting to go home and end its season just yet as they lead 3-0.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback, and Jefferson actually leads the series on the season 3-0, so even more monumental and important for Hedgesville to continue to add runs.
Runner on first, 2 outs, first pitch. Swinging is Cooper, a grounder to the second baseman, Dalton. She underhand tosses it to Lewis, the shortstop, puts her foot on the bag at second for out number 3. 3-0 Hedgesville now. We'll head to the bottom of the third after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
What are you doing trying to scare us there, Kelsey, as we're back here in the bottom of third? Fastball came in there. Just giving her a hard time because we're right behind home plate here, and a warm-up pitch kind of went over the glove of Faith Cooper and actually hit our tent here and might have dented it in a little bit, possibly, looking at it. Hopefully not.
It definitely hit square.
It hit square on the metal there in front of us on the Talk Radio WRNR.com, right on the W.
It sounded like an aluminum bat on a brick wall.
Kind of caught all of us off guard. But she apologized, so no need for alarm as we get ready here for the bottom of the third. Due up for Jefferson is Taylor Presley. First pitch from Van Dyne is a pop-up by Presley, and jumping up is Lakin Copenhaver at short. She makes the catch for out number one. Didn't really have to jump for it, but she did, and it worked out in her favor, so quick out to bring up Shelby Harris. 1 out, nobody on base. It's 3-0 Hedgesville. Next pitch, low for ball one. Harris singled in her first at bat and then was put out on a line out and a fielder's choice as the next pitch misses upstairs from Van Dyne. 2-0 count to Harris. Fortunately, though, this one wasn't too upstairs to come back towards us. Next pitch misses inside. It's a 2-1 count now for Harris. Van Dyne so far only giving up 3 hits and no runs. 4 runners left on base so far for Jefferson as well as this pitch low and inside. It's a 3-1 count. Even though Jefferson got the win yesterday, leaving runners on base was still a big issue for them. 14 total in that 7-4 win, so you gotta do some math on how much you think as this pitch misses high and outside. It's a walk issued to Harris to bring up Dalton. But as I was saying, even if you put about half of those runners home out of the 14, it's a completely different ball game than what we actually saw yesterday.
Right, timely hits, manufacturing runs.
Runner on first, 1 out. First pitch from Van Dyne, a grounder, foul down the third base line by Dalton for strike one. We've seen a lot of those here from Jefferson too, just their timing way ahead of the pitch of Kelsey Van Dyne. Get the ball back from the outfield as the ball, pretty sure, went all the way to the outfield wall. And the next pitch, a changeup, misses high and outside. The count's even at 1-1 to Dalton. Dalton in her lone at bat. A line drive directly into the glove of Gooderidge, and it turned out to be a double play with the bases loaded. This one fouled off. The count's now 1-2 strikes for Dalton. And that's really what took Jefferson out of what could have been pretty big first inning.
Absolutely.
There were no outs with the bases loaded, and that at bat made it 2 outs with runners on second and third. Next pitch popped up over to the third base side, over the dugout and out of play. The count remains at 1-2 strikes. But even though they had runners on second and third, with the 2 outs, Mason grounded out to short, and that's what ended that inning with no runners coming across for Jefferson. And after that, Hedgesville has scored 3 runs. Next pitch misses high. The count's now 2-2 to Dalton from Van Dyne.
Yeah, Hedgesville playing very good defense so far. Very early in the game, but
no errors so far compared to 4 yesterday for the Lady Eagles. Pitch right down the middle, and it's a fly ball into left center field. Going in on it is Laughlin, and she drops it. The throw to second goes underneath the glove, so an error will allow both runners to advance. And I think we jinxed that there. We said no errors so far by Hedgesville, and on the next pitch, there's the first one.
Definitely a catchable ball, and it's unfortunate because the wind was just absolutely severe. Right before the pitch, I actually had to close my eyes for half a second because the dust was just unbelievable.
Well, you're lucky. You can close your eyes. I have to try to call the play, so I can't.
Yikes.
These sunglasses have become more protective glasses. First pitch inside to Emily Mason for ball one. The wind continues to blow some dust here at Vickers Field. Next pitch from Van Dyne, fouled off the third base side by Mason. The count's now even at 1-1. One out, runners on first and second for Jefferson, who trail Hedgesville in the bottom of the third, 3-0. In game 2 of the regional championship. Pitch fouled off again to the third base side by Mason. The count now 1-2 strikes to the catcher. Well, as I mentioned earlier, 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to the shortstop to end that first inning.
Again, Jefferson batters are making contact with Van Dyne. They just can't put it in play.
Next pitch by Van Dyne right down the middle, and it's ripped into left field. If it's fair, it's just slices foul, but that one had the distance to tie the game with one swing of the bat, but it was about 10 feet to the left of the foul pole there in left field.
Yeah, she got all of that. Talking sweet spot.
Remains 1-2 strikes, but this one to the opposite side now foul. It was a line drive to the first base side over the fence and out of play.
And it's time. You know what it's time for.
So one went left.
It's time.
One went right.
Watch for the changeup. It's that time.
Kelsey Van Dyne's pitch to Mason. Fastball. This time grounded to the third base side. Count a 1-2, but so far we've had 6 pitches in this at bat. Runners on first and second for Jefferson with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Emily Mason up to bat. Pitch from Van Dyne. Change up, misses low. Counts now 2-2 strikes.
I still think that's a good pitch. And I like the fact that Van Dyne, she's not throwing those change-ups right down the middle. She's hoping for someone to guess on one of those, I think.
Next pitch. Misses high. The count's now full here against Emily Mason.
High heat.
Be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Full count, 1 out, runners on first and second. The payoff pitch misses low. Ball
what an
4.
at-bat. That is just an incredible at-bat. You say 11 pitches there, Doc?
10 pitches.
10 pitches total.
And that'll load the bases now for Jefferson. Bring up Christina Franco. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner here for the catcher and Emily Mason. Jogging out the first base now for Jefferson is Alyssa LaGreco. So she'll represent a runner there on first, and Emily Mason, she could possibly be the tying run as well if all 3 on base can come around the score. So far, we started off this bottom of the third with a pop-up to shortstop by Presley, then a walk to Harris. Dalton reached first on a fly ball. That was an error by the center fielder, Kaylee Laughlin. And right after that, Emily Mason came back after being down in the count, 2 strikes, to walk her way to first to load the bases, bring up Franco. Kelsey Van Dyne steps on the rubber inside the pitcher's circle. The first pitch to Franco, swing and a miss for strike 1. After Franco tried to check swing and hold the bat back, I don't think it would have mattered either way because the pitch was a strike nonetheless.
Yeah, she got confused by the pitch.
Next pitch, misses high. Counts now even at 1-1 to Franco. Franco steps back into the box, and a timeout will be called as she steps out. Franco yesterday, 5 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 run, no RBIs. Trying to get her first RBIs here in this championship. And she fouls it off over to the first base side. Myers trying to make a play on it. Grabs the fence as the ball bounces to the other side. Counts now 1-2 strikes. 1 out, bases loaded for Jefferson as they trail Hedgesville 3-0 in the bottom of the third. Franco steps into the box. The pitch from Kelsey Van Dyne. Misses upstairs again. The count's evened up at 2 apiece. Van Dyne takes her time there in the pitcher's circle before stepping back on the rubber in this at-bat against Christina Franco. Biggest one so far for Jefferson. The pitch inside, called strike 3. Down goes Franco for out number 2. The second strikeout this evening by Kelsey Van Dyne.
Yeah, a lot of tension. Both fan bases are very loud right at the moment. A lot riding on this bases loaded situation.
Yesterday there were no strikeouts thrown by Hedgesville. Now they have 2, and that one couldn't be any bigger than what it was so far in this situation. As the first pitch to Munslow in the dirt for ball 1 from Van Dyne.
Well, this is a huge opportunity for Munslow to help her own cause. Any type of base hit here with 2 outs, you have to assume it's going to score at least 2.
Fouls this one off to the third base side, and it goes off the roof of the third base dugout for strike 1 as Shea Darlington was waiting for it.
Yeah, 3 more feet Darlington had to play. She hustled.
1-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded for Jefferson in the bottom of the third. Becca Munslow up to bat. Pitch from Van Dyne, fastball just above the shoulders of Munslow for a ball. Makes the count 2-1. Here at Jefferson High School, Cougar faithful trying to get behind Munslow. Pitch from Van Dyne. Swing and a miss from Munslow as it was low and inside. The count's now even at 2-2. Almost looked like Munslow just had the decision in her head, no matter what, I'm swinging at this pitch, and it came back to bite her in the butt as it's a 2-2 count. Pitch, change up, just misses outside. The count's now full at 3-2.
Van Dyne with a little chuckle. Not sure where that missed was the apparent reaction.
Biggest pitch of the evening coming here now from Kelsey Van Dyne. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. The pitch fouled off to the third base side and out of play. So we'll redo the entire situation here for Jefferson. Becca Munslow taking her time, stepping back into the right-handed box as the wind dies down here for this crucial pitch from Kelsey Van Dyne. Fastball inside, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Kelsey Van Dyne retires Jefferson. They leave 3 runs stranded on base yet again. We'll head to the 4th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Tripp's Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at trippsfloorsanding.com.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the 4th. Hedgesville leads Jefferson 3-0 here in Game 2 of the Regional Championship. Hedgesville trying to force a Game 3 winner-take-all, and right now they're in control. Jefferson, again, leaving runners on base, this time 3. So they've left now 7 in total on base in the 3 innings that we've seen so far. Due up for Hedgesville, the 8-9-1 batters in Gooderidge, Williams, and Laughlin here against Becca Munslow to start off the top of the 4th. First pitch from Munslow to Gooderidge. Ripped into right field. It's a leadoff single over the head of Kaylee Dalton. One hops into the glove of Bethany Piercy.
Yeah, Gooderidge, her nickname is Buzz, and that was a buzzer to right field.
Brings up Jordan Williams, the designated player who singled in her last at-bat in the 2nd inning. Runner on first, nobody out for Hedgesville. The pitch, grounder, foul over to third base dugout fence for strike 1. Yesterday, Jefferson was victorious 7-4 at Anderson Field against Hedgesville. Right now down 3-0. The pitch fouled off behind home plate. The count's now no balls and 2 strikes to Williams. It rattled the net in front of us, causing some feedback to our crowd mic. Runner on first is Gooderidge for Hedgesville. Pitch from Munslow. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Strike 3 to Williams. That is another strikeout, the 4th in total for Becca Munslow.
Yeah, it was definitely a good call. The bat was over the plate.
Brings up Kaylee Laughlin with 1 out and a runner on first. Laughlin 2 for 2 today, both singles, as she takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 from Munslow. Laughlin's 2 singles going into right field, as it looks like the infield trying to adjust accordingly. She squares down to bunt, and it's foul. Counts now no balls and 2 strikes for Laughlin.
Still a tough play for Allen. Allen was there. She would have had to swivel and make a very sharp throw to first, back behind her. So that's a good play. Good play in women's softball here, if you can execute.
Munslow's pitch, swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Becca Munslow. Brings up Lakin Copenhaver with 2 outs and a runner on first. So after a 1-pitch, 1-hit single by Gooderidge, it's been 3-pitch swinging strikeouts against Williams and Laughlin. First pitch, swing and a miss from Copenhaver for strike 1. It's Munslow really grooving here so far in this top of the 4th.
It was an outstanding pitch, and Copenhaver, she obviously swung at a strike. It was a good play all around.
Munslow's pitch popped up over to the first base side in the stands for strike 2. Taking Copenhaver now behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Top of the 4th. Hedgesville leads Jefferson 3-0. Pitch from Munslow. Misses outside. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The first ball she threw. That pitch there here in the top of the 4th. All of them have been strikes so far, up until that point. Pitch from Munslow. Again misses. High and outside. The count's now even at 2-2. Munslow picks up some dirt, wipes it off her hand, steps onto the rubber inside the pitcher's circle. Pitch from Munslow, outside for ball 3 to Copenhaver. It was an 0-2 count, and since then 3 straight balls now here to Lakin Copenhaver. Brenna Collis on deck for Hedgesville. Runner on first, 2 outs and a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Popped up and out of play over to the first base side. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll redo all over again. Next pitch here for Copenhaver. Same situation. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Munslow sets the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 3. So after a leadoff single, Munslow strikes out the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Tripp's Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at trippsfloorsanding.com.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back here into the bottom of the 4th inning. Hedgesville 3, Jefferson nothing, with Allen, Cohen, and Lewis, the 8-9-1 batters, due up for Jefferson. Jefferson only 3 hits so far in this ball game, as they had 15 yesterday, and The same issue as yesterday, leaving runners on base even though they won 7-4. They had 14 runners left on base yesterday. So far today, 7. As Kelsey Van Dyne's final warm-up throw concludes, we'll wait for everybody to give her some high fives there inside the pitcher's circle. Handshakes as well. In the infield is Darlington, Copenhaver, Guteridge, and Myers. They all go back to their respective positions, and it'll be Brooke Allen up first. Start the bottom of the 4th for Jefferson.
Allen had a real nice base hit last at bat.
Yeah, but it was a triple into right field as she takes the first pitch right down the middle from Van Dyne for strike 1. And that one just hit fair in right field, rolled all the way to the corner of the wall. She grounds this one to the shortstop. Copenhaver scoops it up, throws it over to Myers at first for out number 1. So down goes Allen on the 6-3 putout to bring up Cohen.
Yeah, really hats off to both of these teams. I mean, it is very windy, very dusty. Both teams are playing real good defense, all things considered.
Cohen walked in her last at-bat, but was stranded on second base. First pitch, low and inside from Van Dyne for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on base. Bottom of the 4th, it's Hedgesville 3, Jefferson nothing. Cohen up to bat, the pitch from Van Dyne misses low for ball 2. We're here at Jefferson High School, Vickers Field, the venue. In game 2 of the regional championship. Jefferson leads the best 2 out of 3 series 1-0. Hedgesville looking to tie up the series with a win today. It's the next pitch. Misses high, 3-0 count to Cohen. Yesterday's final score was 7-4 in favor of the Cougars. Pitch fouled off to the first base side. Makes the count now 3 balls and 1 strike as Cohen had a green light there on the 3-0 count.
Looks like the ball hit the camera and just shook it loose for a second.
About to say, hopefully it didn't break it. Have
Definitely
not
hit
had
it.
that happen yet.
Definitely hit it.
3-1 count, pitch, grounder, over to the shortstop, diving for it's Copenhaver, but she can't get up and make a throw down, so it'll be an infield single for Cohen to bring up Lacey Lewis with 1 out and a runner on first.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2.
Lacey Lewis walked in her first at-bat, struck out looking to end the second, her most recent at-bat. Entering today, she hits a line drive, dropping into center field. It's back-to-back singles for Jefferson to bring up Taylor Presley. So I was going to say there, Lewis coming in today, best average so far in this championship series. She went 2 for 3 yesterday with 1 RBI, and now today 1 for 3. So she's batting .500 now. As we have runners on first and second and a mound visit for Hedgesville with 1 out here. A 3-0 ball game in the bottom of the 4th. The Eagles lead the Cougars. Cougars have had runners on, made great contact with the ball, just so far have not got anybody home. Is Jefferson not happy here with the mound visit, feeling like it's going a little bit too long out there in the pitcher circle.
Yeah, at some point in time, you would think that speed of play would become a factor. I mean, both of these are juggernaut softball teams. No lights. We're playing here at the Wrigley Field of Jefferson County, and
Wrigley Field does have lights now, I thought.
Well, it does, but it didn't, and there are lights here. Can't see them from underneath the canopy.
It's also true. So retract everything that Jim just said.
Never mind.
Forget it all happened.
Yes. We could just take
Remember that the timeout happened because that's over. But other than that, nothing has happened.
We can just let the umpire take as long as he wants.
Yeah. Taylor Presley up to bat. 1 out. Runners on first and second for Jefferson in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from Van Dyne. Low and inside. Ball 1 to Presley. Presley 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out to the shortstop. Van Dyne sets on the rubber. pitch to Presley. Right past the glove of Cooper. That's going to allow both runners to go to second and third. So 2-0 count now. 2 runners in scoring position for Jefferson. He's knocking on the door once again. Two balls, no strikes. It's Kelsey Van Dyne pitching against Taylor Presley. Pitch to Presley. At the eyes of Presley, 3-0 count now from Van Dyne. Presley adjusts her helmet, steps back into the right-handed box. Van Dyne on the rubber. Knocks back, the pitch, low, 4-pitch walk, loads the bases for Shelby Harris now. Last inning, Jefferson had the bases loaded. Was unable to score. Let's see if that changes here. Shelby Harris looking to do so.
Hedgesville has been in this situation before, and the defense supported the situation. So we'll see what happens now.
Infield in, the first pitch from Van Dyne, inside corner, strike one against Harris. Harris singled in her first at-bat, walked in her last at-bat. There in the third. Pitch inside, evens the count up at 1-1 to Shelby Harris. Base is loaded, 1 out. Hedgesville leads 3-0 against Jefferson in Game 2 of this championship series. Pitch from Van Dyne, grounded to the Darlington. She throws home, not in time. Jefferson now scores. It's 3-1. Bang, bang play at home, but the throw just missed.
I saw it was not a sharp hit ball. Darlington, I think, did the best that she could with it, threw just a little bit behind. Obviously, she had to throw around the batter, but those two circumstances, the slow roller and then the fact that the throw, was in the way of the base runner.
That will bring up Dalton with the bases loaded, 1 out still, and it's now only a 2-run lead for Hedgesville. The first pitch, ball 1 to Dalton. Dalton in her last at-bat. This pitch misses low and inside, 2-0. So saying Dalton's last at-bat, she hit it into center field, and it was the error by Kaylee Laughlin as she tried to make the catch, and it rolled out of her glove. Next pitch right down the middle, chops over the head of Van Dyne to the shortstop, and it looks like they only got the out at first. So coming around to score is Lewis. It's now 3-2. Hedgesville only up by 1 with 2 outs. And runners on second and third after the 6-3 fielder's choice to put Dalton to rest. Emily Mason up to bat now. And it's a line drive into left center field. 1 runner will score. Rounding third, heading home is Harris. Jefferson on a base-clearing double by Emily Mason takes the lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. What a hit there, finding the gap in left center. And just like that, it was 3-0, now 4-3. Jefferson has turned the tables here at Vickers Field.
Hedgesville needs to regain their composure, and that's where, that first visit to the pitcher becomes costly, because right now, you really need to settle down, get out of this inning. There's still another runner in scoring position.
Brings up Christina Franco. First pitch from Van Dyne, low and inside, ball 1 to Franco. 2-out rally here to score 4 already for Jefferson in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch from Van Dyne. Popped up and unable to find it is Faith Cooper as it lands about a foot behind her for strike 1. He never really stood up and took the mask off to find it.
No, just did make good contact with it and Cooper just couldn't find it.
So 1-1 count here for Franco. Runner on second. Van Dyne steps on the rubber inside the pitcher's circle. Rocks back. Pitch in the dirt. 2-1 count to Franco. Munslow on deck. She's the only batter that has not hit for Jefferson here in this fourth inning. Van Dyne walks from the back of the pitching circle onto the rubber in the middle of it. The pitch fouled off to the third base dugout by Franco, evens the count up at 2-2. It's Emily Mason on second after she got the 3-run RBI double to give the lead to Jefferson. Now lead 4-3 against Hedgesville in the bottom of the fourth. 2-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch from Van Dyne fouled off and out of play behind home plate. Keeps the count at 2-2 for Franco. Franco steps back into the right-handed box. Van Dyne on the rubber. Pitch, change up, and it just misses inside. Wow. I thought that was going to be called strike 3, Jim, but
I did too.
home plate umpire saw otherwise, so it's a full count with 2 outs and a runner on second, and a timeout will be called by Franco before the pitch can come from Van Dyne. She steps back in. Home plate umpire gets situated. Let's go ahead. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Down goes Franco for out number 3, but not before Jefferson gets 4 runs. They now lead 4-3, one to the 5th after a 1-minute commercial break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th, and if you can hear the music in the background here at Vickers Field, we're not actually at the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn. We are at Vickers Field here for Game 2 of the regional championship between Jefferson and Hedgesville, as the Lady Cougars now lead the Lady Eagles 4-3 after they came back there in the bottom of the 4th to score 4 runs off a 3 RBI double by Emily Mason. Up to bat, Collis, followed by Cooper and Myers, the 3-4-5 batters for Hedgesville. We have a delay here to start the top of the 5th. Brenna Collis waiting for our home plate umpire, Brian Costello, to get ready as he puts his mask on. Had to go over to the first base dugout to check something, but he's ready to go and we're ready to go. Becca Munslow on the circle. Pitch, and it's ripped high into center field. Backtracking, sliding, missing it is Chloe Cohen. The ball rolls to the wall, and it'll be a stand-up double by Collis to start the top of the 5th.
Hedgesville has answered all day. I mean, leadoff base runners.
That could have made SportsCenter, though, if Cohen was able to make that catch. She slid, and it was almost a slide like you usually see into a base, going out towards the wall, not coming in. So she would have had to make it over the shoulder as the first pitch swinging, and a foul ball by Faith Cooper for strike 1 there at home plate. An 0-1 count here for Cooper. Nobody out, runner on second. It's a 4-3 Jefferson lead against Hedgesville. Pitch from Munslow, swing and a miss by Cooper for strike 2. Faith Cooper 0 for 2 so far today. She grounded out to second and flew out to center in her at-bats. Now behind the count 0-2 against Munslow, who's seeking her 7th strikeout as this one popped up into left field. Running back is Lacey Lewis, the shortstop, in the grass, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Elizabeth Myers with 1 out and a runner on second. Hedgesville trying to tie this ball game up after they were in the lead 3-0 before the last half inning. Munslow sets the first pitch to Myers. It's a line drive.
That's going to tie it
and
up.
It's going to roll all the way into the glove of Chloe Cohen. The throw to the pitcher, not in time, and we're tied. Collis comes home to score. It's an RBI single by Elizabeth Myers. The score is now 4-4 in the top of the fifth.
And that comes down to timely hitting. That's what it comes down to. Making the best possible use of your leadoff hitter.
It's now 4-4 as we have a timeout called by Matt Forte. Now it looks like we're going to have a
courtesy
pinch runner for the first baseman, Elizabeth Myers. As coming up to bat will be Shea Darlington. It looks like the pinch runner will be Topanga Latin. They're on first now for Elizabeth Myers. I know you said courtesy runner, Jim, but the difference between a courtesy and a pinch runner, courtesy runners are only for the catcher
right.
and the pitcher.
Good
First
call,
pitch from Munslow, right down the middle to Darlington for strike one as she decides not to swing at the first pitch. One out, runner on first. We're tied at 4 apiece in the fifth. Next pitch misses inside, counts even at 1 apiece to Darlington. It is Latin on first, pinch runner for Myers after her RBI single to score Collis to tie things up. Pitch fouled off the end of the bat of Darlington, and it rolls behind the catcher Mason. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes for Shea Darlington. Shea Darlington struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Last at-bat, it was a single to center. We have a timeout called as Emily Mason goes out to talk to her pitcher, Becca Munslow. She'll now jog back behind home plate. Crouches down, and it will be Darlington stepping into the right-handed box. Munslow sets on the rubber. 1-2 count the pitch. And it's a liner grounding over to the shortstop, Lacey Lewis. Her throw to Dalton at second. Dalton throws it to Allen at first, not in time, so they only get the lead runner. So it's 2 outs, bring up Olivia Cooper with a runner on first after the 6-4 fielder's choice. Olivia Cooper up to bat. 2 outs, runner on first, the pitch from Munslow, and it's another grounder to Lewis. The throw to first, Allen makes the catch for out number 3. Not before 1 runner crosses the plate for Hedgesville. They tie it 4-4. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back as we go to the bottom of the fifth. We're tied at 4 apiece between Jefferson and Hedgesville here in Game 2 of this regional championship. Jefferson wins, they'll be crowned the regional champion. If Hedgesville wins, we'll have a Game 3 at Hedgesville tomorrow at 6 p.m. there at Anderson Field. We'll bring that game to you if it happens. 5:40 pregame show on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. But due up for Jefferson here in the bottom of the fifth. It goes Munslow, Allen, and then Cohen, the 7, 8, 9 batters for the Cougars. who scored 4 runs in the last inning to take a 4-3 lead, but Hedgesville responded with one of its own there in the top of the 5th to tie things up here at Vickers Field. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Jim Klein. Spencer Dupuis, our producer. Cameraman's Avery Newport, and back at the studio, it's Nick Verzolini. First pitch from Kelsey Van Dyne, and it's a line drive right back to her. Diving for it is Gooderidge. She bobbles the ball, but it keeps it in the infield. It's a lead-off single by Munslow to bring up Brooke Allen.
Yeah, between the half inning, there was almost no wind, and it's almost as like Van Dyne starts her warm-up, and boom, the wind just picks up so incredibly.
Runner on first, nobody out. Brooke Allen up to bat. First pitch right down the heart of the plate for strike 1 to Allen from Van Dyne. Allen has had a triple and a ground out to short in her at-bats today, so she's 1 for 2 this evening. Steps back into the box, a pitch from Van Dyne to Allen. Low and inside, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Top of the 5th of a 7-inning game here in this high school softball regional championship game 2. Jefferson won 7-4 yesterday. We're tied 4 apiece here, and a swing and a miss from Allen for strike 2. Just behind that pitch from Kelsey Van Dyne. Van Dyne sets on the rubber as Allen steps back into the right-handed box. Stares down at the pitcher. The pitch from Van Dyne just missing outside. We're even at 2 apiece now here in this at-bat to Allen.
Like 2 heavyweight boxers, they just keep taking shots. Just keep taking shots. And a base hit here in the bottom of the 5th could be huge.
2-2 count, nobody out, runner on first. The pitch from Van Dyne, way inside, almost hits the knees of Allen. Had to move out of the way. The count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Van Dyne came into relief pitching yesterday. She's went all the way here. Payoff pitch, fouled into the brick behind home plate. Keeps the count at 3-2 for Brooke Allen. It's Munslow standing on first for Jefferson after a leadoff single by her. There to the second base side. Payoff pitch, and it's into left center field. Going back on it is Laughlin, and it is over her head all the way to the wall. Allen going to second. Rounding third, coming home to score is Munslow. Jefferson retakes the lead. It's 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th after an RBI double by Brooke Allen. Allen already, and now a double to her name, puts Jefferson back on top here, 5-4. And it'll be Cohen up to bat with nobody out. Great hustle there by Munslow to go from first all the way around to score. After that ball went all the way to the wall there in center field. Chloe Cowan, first pitch to her against from Kelsey Van Dyne in the dirt for ball 1. Runner on second, nobody out. It's 5-4 Jefferson against Hedgesville. Van Dyne sets, rocks back the pitch. Just misses high for ball 2, as it looked like to me it was right at the letters.
Just misses, absolutely. Good call, Doc.
Could have went either way, but it went in the favor of Cohen, so it's a 2-0 count. Next pitch, grounder to the second baseman Gooderidge. She throws it over to first. Myers makes the catch route number 1, but advancing to third is Brooke Allen on the play. Now 1 out, and we'll head to the top of the lineup with a runner on third and Lacey Lewis up to bat. She singled in her last at bat and then came home to score, trying to give Jefferson a 2-run lead. First pitch, and she grounds it over to the shortstop, Copenhaver. She throws over to first in time, but coming home to score is Brooke Allen. It's now 6-4 Jefferson in the bottom of the 5th over Hedgesville. Lacey Lewis gets the job done on 1 pitch, but it's 2 outs, nobody on base to bring up Taylor Presley. Largest lead of the evening for Jefferson now. Pitch from Van Dyne, high and outside to Presley for ball 1. 2 innings ago, it was 3-0. Since then, Jefferson has scored 6, and Hedgesville's only added 1 more. Next pitch, high and outside again to Presley. It's a 2-0 count. 6-4 now in the bottom of the 5th. Hedgesville has let this one slip away here in Game 2 of the regional championship. Pitch right down the middle, strike 1 to Presley. Van Dyne steps on the rubber inside the pitcher's circle. Pitch to Presley, fouled off behind home plate. Counts now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Taylor Presley. Presley so far this evening singled, popped up to the shortstop, and walked. 2 outs, nobody on base. The pitch from Van Dyne to Presley. Above her head, the count's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shelby Harris patiently waiting on deck. Taylor Presley steps into the right-handed box here against Kelsey Van Dyne of Hedgesville. Pitch popped foul. The first base side will reset with the count at 3-2. 6-4, Jefferson leading Hedgesville in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7th pitch of the at-bat from Van Dyne to Presley. High for ball 4. Presley will take her base at first on the walk to bring up Shelby Harris. Van Dyne gets the ball. And that is the 6th walk issued by Van Dyne today. First pitch. It's chopped foul by Harris into the third base dugout for strike 1. Runner on first, 2 outs after 2 runs have came home to score to give Jefferson a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch, change up, throw. It looked like it was trying to go to second base from Faith Cooper, but I don't think Van Dyne realized that Presley was going, and she reached her glove up above her head to snag it out of the sky. So the steal works. It's a 2-1 count as the ball now goes past off the glove of Cooper into the backstop, and now on third base is Taylor Presley.
Yeah, Presley's got hops. I mean, so she had the wheels to get there. Whether or not Van Dyne cut that ball or not, same with the pass ball on the way to third.
2-1 count.
Presley's quick.
To Shelby Harris. Pitch low for ball 3. 3-1 count to Harris with a runner on third and 2 outs. Van Dyne makes her way onto the rubber from the back side of the pitching circle. Stares down at the batter and Shelby Harris. The pitch, high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Kelsey Van Dyne, and it's Dalton now up to bat with the runners on the corners and 2 outs. This game has really turned around so far in the favor of Jefferson.
It's just a real tough time to be throwing this many balls, and I don't understand. I'm surprised coaches are heading out to the circle.
Dalton up to bat. The first pitch, it's a first pitch swinging, and it goes right up the middle into center field. RBI single by Dalton. Coming home to score is Presley. It's now 7-4 Jefferson. And it looks like Matt Forte will now come out to the pitcher circle to talk with Kelsey Van Dyne.
Just one pitch after the statement had been made that it might be time for a trip.
Might be too late. It's a 3-run lead now for Jefferson, who leads 7-4. That's what the final score was yesterday. There's 2 outs, though, and it looks like we will have a pitching change for Hedgesville. So let's take a 1-minute break while Jordan Williams comes out of the dugout to warm up. 7-4. Well, back in 60 seconds. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Oh, there was.
Welcome back here. So we're still in the bottom of the 5th as we have a pitching change, and those are brought to you by the Hefley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Spencer rides with them, so you should too. Pitching now for Hedgesville, it is Jordan Williams coming in from the designated player spot in the place of Kelsey Van Dyne. First pitch to Emily Mason right down the middle from pitcher now Jordan Williams for strike 1. Williams was the starter yesterday. She got the loss in game 1 against Jefferson in the 7-4 win. Next pitch in the dirt. The count's now even at 1-1 to Mason. We were tied at 4 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Jefferson has had 3 runners cross the plate as Williams' pitch goes way outside. The count's now 2-1 to Mason. But it's been 3 hits so far here in the bottom of the 5th. It's really allowed Jefferson to get back in the lead. Pitch from Williams, low. 3-1 count to Mason.
Yeah, this is one of those situations of the game. If Hedgesville could just get out number 3, they put leadoff base runners in position all day. They still have a shot.
3-1 count the pitch. Outside corner. The count's now 3-2 to Mason. Mason was the one to give Jefferson its first lead there in the bottom of the 4th on a 3 RBI double. Make it 4-3. Hedgesville tied up at 4-4 in the top of the 5th, and since then it's been 3 runs across the plate, and she'll get another RBI possibly here as the ball goes into left field. Bobbling it is Collis. That's going to have 1 run score. It's now 8-4, an RBI single for Emily Mason. This game has really turned around since that 4th inning in the favor of Jefferson, who's now doubled up the runs of Hedgesville here in the bottom of the 5th. Harris came to score. It is Mason on first, Dalton on second, and Franco up to bat. Franco steps in here against Williams. The pitch from Williams, low and inside for ball 1 to Franco. Williams on the rubber. The next pitch to Franco. Outside corner for strike 1. Makes the count now 1-1 to Franco. Franco 0 for 3 today. She flew out to the shortstop in her first at-bat, struck out looking in her second at-bat, and struck out swinging in her last at-bat. Pitch from Williams, high and outside. The count now 2-1 to Franco. 8-4 Jefferson leads Hedgesville now in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch rolls past Cooper into the backstop. That's going to allow both runners to advance 1 base each, so it's now Mason on second and Dalton on third with a 3-1 count for Franco. Still 2 outs here for Jefferson. The pitch right down the middle, and it's scorched in the left center field. It 1 hops all the way to the wall. That's going to allow 2 runners to score. Rounding over from first to second, standing up is Franco. It's a base clearing RBI double. Jefferson leads 10-4.
Yep, 2-out double. You know, and that pass ball really comes back to hurt you too, because the base hit then with 2 outs.
6-run lead now for Jefferson here in the bottom of the 5th. And back up is Becca Munslow, who started off this 6-run inning with a single, and she hits it to the first base side, foul for strike 1.
Yeah, way out in front, came off the end of the bat.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second for Jefferson. Has blown this game open here at Vickers Field. They're up by 6 against Hedgesville. Will be down to its final 6 outs of the season. Pitch from Williams outside to Munslow. Counts now 1 ball and 1 strike for Becca Munslow. Cougar dugout with some life in it as Munslow fouls this one off the end of the bat into the backstop. Counts now 1-2. But through those first 3 innings, it was deathly quiet here at Jefferson High School. But there in the 4th, Jefferson was able to score 4 runs, take a 4-3 lead. They now lead 10-4 after a 6-run bottom of the 5th so far. We're still in the bottom of the 5th. A pitch from Williams in the dirt, and that's going to allow Franco to go to 3rd. Evens the count up at 2-2 to Munslow. 2 outs. Runner on 3rd. Pitch from Williams, and it is hit high into left field. Backing up is Collis. Makes the catch. Bottom of the 5th, finally over, but not before 6 runs cross the plate. Jefferson now leads 10-4 over Hedgesville. We're head to the 6th after a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome back here to the top of the 6th we go. It is Jefferson now leading 10-4 after a 6-run bottom of the 5th for the Cougars. Hedgesville was up 3-0 at one point in this game. Jefferson then took the lead in the bottom of the 4th, 4-3. Hedgesville made it 4-4 in the top of the 5th, but Jefferson really came out there in the bottom of the 5th on fire. 5 hits, 4 runs, and the first pitch here to Gooderidge misses inside from Munslow for ball 1.
I think Buzz had a base hit last time at bat.
Yep.
Hedgesville could really use a base runner here to start things off at the top of the 6th.
As we still have some music going on here as the play is underway, and this one fell to the third base side, makes it a 1-1 count. I'm kind of jamming though, aren't you, Jim?
Absolutely.
Uptown Girl with Gooderidge up to bat. And I don't know what's going on here as home plate umpire finally calls time after 2 pitches with Uptown Girl in the background.
Well, everybody likes Billy Joel.
Yeah, I was all for it. The NBA does it. Why can't high school softball? This one fouled off by Gooderidge behind home plate. Counts now 1-2. I think we should petition the SSAC to change the rule next year. What do you think, Jim?
I have no problem
You
with
with
that.
us?
I'll sign.
Alrighty. Pitch from Munslow, high and outside. The count to Gooderidge now 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs, nobody on base. Pitch popped up by Gooderidge to the backstop, and it's going to land foul just behind us. Keeps the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did not hit the tent, fortunately. We've had that happen off some pitches so far. Not any foul balls, though. 2-2 count to Gooderidge. Pitch. This time she fouls it off over into the track there to our right. Keeps the count at 2-2 for Gooderidge. Gooderidge walked and singled so far today. Pitch. Another foul ball as it trickles down the third base line to the dugout. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes after 3 straight foul balls. Gooderidge tries to stay alive here against Becca Munslow. Pitch outside. Counts now full at 3-2 to Gooderidge. Munslow, 6 strikeouts already today, 16 in total in the 2 games, trying to make it 17. Munslow sets the payoff pitch to Gooderidge. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Down goes Gooderidge for out number 1 to start off the top of the 6th. Jordan Williams steps into the plate now for Hedgesville, who's down to its final 5 outs of the season possibly, unless they can tie up the game or take the lead. Jefferson leads 10-4. The first pitch popped up by Williams into the infield on the left side. Taking a couple steps towards the shortstop, Lacey Lewis makes the easy catch for out number 2. Head to the top of the lineup now with 2 outs and nobody on base. It's Kaylee Laughlin up to bat for Hedgesville. And Hedgesville can clearly tell there in the dugout that the mood has completely changed from the first 3 innings when they were in the lead.
Absolutely, from 3-0. I just don't think that you could have forecasted this.
First pitch from Munslow to Laughlin, below the knees for ball 1. Yeah, the life of the Lady Eagles has really just been sucked out here in the last 2 innings. Pitch, low and inside, 2-0 count to Laughlin. Munslow gets the ball back from Mason. Steps on the rubber in the middle of the pitching circle here at Vickers Field. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off the end of the bat by Laughlin to the first base side out of play. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike. We're in the top of the 6th of Game 2 of this Region 2 championship. Jefferson can hang on. They will be your region champion and head to the state tournament. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count now for Laughlin. That had a lot of speed behind it on the riser by Becca Munslow. Munslow trying to get Hedgesville to go 3 up, 3 down. Payoff pitch. Misses high and outside. The count now full to Laughlin. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Laughlin has had 2 singles and 1 strikeout this evening. She steps back into the right-handed box. Munslow sets, kicks back, and it is a line drive into left field. It'll be a 2-out single to keep Hedgesville alive here in the top of the 6th. That one sounded a little different off the bat. Don't know how the contact was, but it worked for Laughlin. Her 3rd single of the evening. Bring up Lakin Copenhaver. Pitch from Munslow to Copenhaver. Fastball outside, ball 1. Copenhaver struggling today so far. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the shortstop. Runner on first, 2 outs for Hedgesville. Pitch from Munslow, swing and a miss by Copenhaver on a high and outside pitch. Counts even at 1-1.
Yeah, Munslow, her ball, it just tails off so much. It look, the catcher's glove finishes outside, but you can clearly see the ball is covering the outside part of the plate.
Pitch from Munslow, right down the middle, swing and a miss by Copenhaver. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Munslow has worked back here in this at bat. Runner on first is Laughlin trying to encourage Copenhaver up to bat. The pitch from Munslow fouled off and trying to take a chunk out of our tent here behind home plate. Deafening me a little bit as well. Count stays at 1-2.
Is the net loose?
I was about to say, that was right above our crowd mic, so it really popped.
Yes.
Pitch, grounded foul in the batter's box before going fair as the home plate umpire, Brian Costello, realized it hit foul and off the batter in Copenhaver, so she'll stay alive with the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner on first. Munslow sets the pitch. Popped up. Going to her left is the catcher, Emily Mason. Makes the catch in front of the net on the third base side for out number 3. That'll end the top of the 6th. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School softball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Mason is your player of the game, right? Gotta be. She has, 5 RBIs?
Yeah, I'll have to calculate that. Yes?
I didn't know that.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Softball's coming our way. Good thing there's a fence in front of us, otherwise Mike would have to possibly be hiring 3 new people here for us. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. It's Jim Klein alongside me, producer Spencer Dupuis, cameraman is Avery Newport, and back in the studio it's Nick Verzolini. Due up here for Jefferson, it's the 8-9-1 batters in Allen, Cohen, and Lewis. Wish we had a camera here with us just behind home plate in our point of view to see how many balls have really been coming our way off foul balls, wild pitches, because I think a lot of people back home seeing the ball come into their living room would be flinching just like we are here, literally a foot away from the net behind home plate.
And here I thought you were going to see a gallon of saline solution. My eyes are caked.
That's true, too. A lot of dust blowing in our face from the infield. The first pitch from Williams to Allen outside for ball 1. The next pitch called strike 1 by the home plate umpire, so the count's even 1-1 to Brooke Allen.
And Brooke Allen's had a good day at the plate. I'd like to see her remain aggressive here.
Next pitch. Inside, a little high. Counts now 2-1 to Allen. Allen steps back in the box. Williams on the circle, sets, pitch, misses outside. The count now 3-1. 10-6, bottom of the 6th. Jefferson on top of Hedgesville. Here at Vickers Field, the pitch from Williams, low, ball 4. Allen will have a leadoff walk to bring up Chloe Cohen.
Yeah, good awareness, good discipline at the plate. Again, Allen's had a good day. She's seen the ball well.
Cohen walked, singled, and grounded out to second so far this evening. Takes the first pitch inside for strike 1. Cohen's first at bat here against Jordan Williams today. Pitch from Williams, inside fastball, just misses. Counts now 1-1. Runner on first is Allen after a leadoff walk. Nobody out. Cohen calls time, steps back into the box. Williams sets, pitch right down the middle, and it's lined foul out of play over the first base dugout. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chloe Cohen. Jefferson 1 win away from advancing to the state tournament. Trying to represent Region 2 in Class AAA. Pitch. Cohen gets a hold of it. It's going into right center field. Bounces into the wall. Cohen going to second. Allen rounding third, heading home. The throw, no. It is a triple for Chloe Cohen. Jefferson now leads 11-4.
Yeah, Goodrich, I thought maybe had a play at the plate at first and just
seemed to hesitate, just gave Brooke Allen the opening she needed to stand up walking across home plate.
It's now 11-4, and it looks like we might have a new pitcher coming in, and it looks like Kelsey Van Dyne will come back in to pitch here for Hedgesville. So we'll take a 1-minute break to allow her to re-warm up. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Here to Vickersfield at Jefferson High School as we have a pitching change, and your pitching changes brought to you by the Hefley Motor Company located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Spencer rides with them, so you should too. And the pitching change, bringing in a familiar pitcher, Kelsey Van Dyne will re-enter for Jordan Williams, as Van Dyne was the starting pitcher. Williams came into relief there midway through the 5th inning, but now Van Dyne back out as Hedgesville taking advantage of a brand new rule here in West Virginia. And apparently they did it there in the decisive 7-5 win of the sectional championship against Musselman, and it looks like before Van Dyne
an intentional walk
pitch, they're going to intentionally walk Lacey Lewis to put her on first, and it looks like they're going to walk Presley as well. So Lewis will now be on second. Presley, I believe, is on first, and that'll bring up Shelby Harris with the bases loaded before Van Dyne can even throw a new pitch. I'm kind of speechless right now because it's the bottom of the 6th, 11-4, unless Hedgesville's just giving up. I believe it's an 8-run rule in West Virginia. If they get one more run, I believe Jefferson wins. First pitch inside for ball one, next one low. It's a 2-0 count here to Harris. So it's Cohen on third, Lewis on second, Presley on first after back-to-back intentional walks, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch. This is low.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you don't have to throw those two. With the runner on third, think about it, a wild pitch could score the run to end the game.
It's a new rule as well where you can just signal.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Pitch. Grounder, foul on the third base side. Evens the count up to Harris at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We started with a walk to Allen, followed by a triple by Cohen to score Allen to make it 11-4. Now bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the 6th.
I mean, the left fielder is what would you say, 15 feet into the outfield?
Pitch from Van Dyne misses high. The count's now 4 to Harris at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, everyone is in, which obviously, ground ball is going to score end the game, but my goodness.
Van Dyne on the rubber. Payoff pitch, and it's scorched into left center field all the way back to the wall. That's going to score 1. Coming around is the second runner, and it is a double for Shelby Harris to make it 13-4. Final score, Jefferson is your Region 2 champion over Hedgesville. They get the win in 6 innings. They'll head to the state tournament, and we'll take a 2-minute break to get to the post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Softball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the post-game show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Tripp's Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harman, and Jenkinson, the Hefley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Two champions after a 13-4 Mercy Rule win here in 6 innings as we welcome you into our post-game show. And your post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. After a 7-4 win at Hedgesville yesterday for Jefferson, they are able to come back after a 3-0 lead by Hedgesville to win 13-4 here, as the bats really came alive for Jefferson, getting 13 runs off 13 hits, only having 1 error. Hedgesville, 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. And all of those 13 runs came in the final 3 innings, as it's Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Jim Klein, and I'll get Jim's input here on how this game went down.
Yeah, well, Jefferson, they didn't put base runners in critical situations in the first 3 innings, and then when they did in the 3rd inning, Hedgesville just played great defense, got him out with a double play. So finally, later in the innings, obviously Jefferson did what they needed to do. You don't want to say that Hedgesville choked or anything like that, but they definitely, when momentum shifted, they really struggled to regain composure.
And a weird situation here to end the game, honestly, as it was 11-4, which meant that Jefferson just needed 1 more to get the Mercy Rule win. And we saw back-to-back intentional walks to load the bases and bring up Shelby Harris. And Harris made Hedgesville pay. She's like, all right, you want me to end it? I'll do so. She got a double to score 2, and that's what made it 13-4. Jefferson will represent Region 2 in the state championship tournament here next week. As your game summary brought to you by the Farmer and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com as we wait here for Jefferson to finish with their pictures in the pitcher's circle with the plaque crowning them the Region 2 champion. Hedgesville loses the series 2-0. Trying to get our player of the game and Emily Mason interviewed, as well as head coach Desiree Waters of Jefferson as they get to go down to the state tournament. But let's now get into our game stats brought to you by Chris Ross and Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. And again, it was 13 runs off 13 hits and 1 error for Jefferson after they got 2 hits there in the first, but no runs, left 2 on base. Only had 1 hit in the second, left 2 on base. The third, no hits, left 3 on base, but there in that fourth, they were able to get 4 runs off 3 hits, only leaving 1 on base. And in that bottom of the fifth, it was 6 runs off 5 hits. And in the bottom of the sixth, 3 runs came across on those 2 hits to get the 13-4 win. On the opposite side of things for Hedgesville, it was 1 hit there in the first, no runs, getting 2 in the second off 2 hits. 1 more run came across in the third for Hedgesville off 2 hits. And in the fourth, no runs off 1 hit. Fifth, 1 run off 2 hits. And in the sixth, no runs off 1 hit to give Hedgesville 4 runs on 9 total hits. And it looks like we're trying to get Coach Waters over here with Avery trying to grab her away from the pictures, as well as Emily Mason, so that we can talk to them here as they win Region 2. And it looks like we'll have, I believe, Coach Waters first as Avery helps her get the headset on. If you can just bring your mic down for us, Coach Waters. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, congratulations. You guys get to head to the state tournament after a pretty big win here in comeback fashion. What's the emotions right now?
The emotions are just high. We knew that they would be a good hitting team, as they've shown, scoring runs, putting really good hard balls in play, and it just took us time to string some hits and runs together like I know we could. But once we finally did it, I mean, we produced. Hoping we would produce earlier instead of giving me some more gray hairs, but they came out and got the job done.
So you talk about the gray hairs, Coach. So at 3-0, you end up in a situation where you really turn things around. What was the motivating factor in the big turnaround?
Mainly, it's, again, we talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, but it's our energy, okay? It's we're flat. I believe at one of the innings, Brooke got a good triple, and we're up, and then we're back down as soon as we get the other out. So as long as we bring our energy the full time, then we produce full time.
So before we switch you out with Emily Mason here, who's going to be our player of the game, we'll hear from her after you, but we want to hear your comments about her performance on a great night.
Oh, it's absolutely outstanding. She does a fantastic job for us behind the plate. Every game she works really hard, getting our pitchers a couple extra strikes, and she has been struggling just a little bit in the past few games with her hits, so I'm just happy to see her back being Emily Mason, driving nice line drives, hard balls, and again making good plays behind the plate, making that tough fly ball. So she's an outstanding player. Her being a senior behind the plate just really produced good results for us.
So, Jim, unless you have anything else for Coach Waters, we'll let her go celebrate with her team.
Yeah,
and
congratulations.
Switch her out here with Emily Mason. So thank you, Coach Waters, as we switch out here and get Emily Mason on the headset. Emily, congrats. You're our WVU Medicine Player of the Game, and deservingly so after a great performance. You guys get to head to the state tournament. Just take us through your game today and how you feeling right now after it.
So we started off pretty flat today, just like yesterday, and I still wasn't very worried. I knew we could get around and get on the ball eventually, but we just had to wake ourselves up a little bit. I started getting some runs in, and slowly we started working our way back up to finally win the game, and I've been waiting for this for the last 4 years, so it's pretty exciting. We lost my sophomore year, and so this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's very exciting.
Yeah, well, congratulations. So what's funny is, you had a great day at the plate, but you made this bucket catch over here by the dugout. I was at the 5th inning. I look at my partner. I write Mason POG on the clipboard, and that's what you did. So what was going through your head as you're trying to make that saving catch?
Well, firstly, I had to make sure I turned around to face away from the field in case it hit off my body and went fair territory, because that would have not been great. So I made sure I turned away from the field. I made sure that I saw the backspin on the ball, so I was worried that it might get away from me, and then I just slowly backed up to it, and it fell right into my glove, and that was a great moment as well.
Yeah, you had a great game, not only behind the plate, at the plate. Colin?
Yeah, the adventure now gets to continue here for you guys as you get to go to the state tournament. What do you hope to do team-wise down there?
Team-wise, I hope we just come out with all cylinders firing in the field, at the plate. I just hope we can get it done down there as well.
All right, thank you. Let's go celebrate your team. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
WVU Medicine Player of the Game, Emily Mason, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. And before we wrap things up here from Bakersfield, what are your final thoughts here, Jim?
Well, every time you see an EPAC matchup, you hope for the best for both these teams. You have to wish the best of luck to Jefferson as they go off to states. I think everybody in the supporting counties could congratulate them and their players, the coaching staff, and wish them the best of luck.
And well wishes to Hedgesville, finishing up the great season that they had, finishing with an 18-15-1 record. Got to give them the respect that they deserve, making it here to the regional championship. But Jefferson is your Class 3 Region 2 champions with a 13-4 win in 6 innings. Wrapping things up here from Bakersfield for Nick Verzolini, here you'll hear from in 2 minutes. Avery Newport, Spencer Dupuis, Jim Klein, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off here for the last softball game of the year. Next week we'll have the baseball regional, as it is Jefferson against Martinsburg on Monday. First pitch will be at 6 p.m. We'll have our pregame show at 5:35, excuse me. We'll go a couple minutes early to make sure that we can get all of our content in time there for the pregame show. But signing off, 13-4, Jefferson's your region champions until Monday. So long, everyone.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
WVU Heart and Vascular Institute offers world-class heart care close to home. Our board-certified physicians are performing groundbreaking procedures using cutting-edge techniques, and that's why we're expanding our services to every corner of our region, so you don't have to travel far to receive the great specialty care you deserve close to home. We're now accepting new patients at all 4 convenient locations in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, Shepherdstown, and Winchester. WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, world-class heart care close to home.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us.
When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
We welcome you into the Modern Realty Results Scoreboard Show. And I'm Nick Verzolini as Jefferson defeats Hedgesville tonight, 13-4. The Cougars softball team is headed to the state tournament, so congratulations to Jefferson. Hedgesville season comes to a close, but a good year for the Eagles as well, as they were able to have an early lead in this game, but unfortunately for them, just come up short here tonight. So again, 13-4 your final. And Monday we'll have the baseball regionals as Jefferson will play host to Martinsburg on Monday for game 1. Game 2 will be at Martinsburg, and then depending on how the series goes, it will determine if there will be a game 3 back at Jefferson. But we got some scores to get to tonight in Major League Baseball. Currently in action, a few games, and that's you'll hear. We'll join this game in just a few moments. Bottom of the 5th, Washington trailing Miami 1-0. Nationals so far in the ball game. The Orioles are trailing the Yankees in the top of the 4th 2-1 in Baltimore. Both teams with 3 hits apiece. Some other Major League Baseball scores: Cleveland trailing Cincinnati 2-1 in that ball game. Tampa Bay 6-1 lead over Detroit. The Phillies trail the Padres 1-0 in the top of the 6th. Cardinals Mets tied at 2 in the top of the 5th, and then in some other games, Blue Jays lead the Mariners 3-0. White Sox trail the Royals 1-0 in the 4th inning. Red Sox trail the Astros 9-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Braves Brewers, no score there. Pirates Cubs, no score in that ball game. Top first, Angels Rangers just getting started. White Sox were able to beat the Royals earlier today 3-0, so they have a doubleheader. Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 7-6, and the Mets beat the Cardinals 3-1. Giants beat Giants Rockies tonight at 8:40, and at 9:40 Twins Athletics, Diamondbacks Dodgers at 10:10. They'll play their second game of the day, so a lot of doubleheaders due to some rain and makeup games. NBA action tonight, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics Heat, just one Heat. Celtics Heat at 8:30 tonight on ESPN. That one just about ready to get started. The lottery's going on right now, and I don't know if there's been any picks announced here, so I can't look at that yet. But lottery going on right now. Wizards had the 10th best odds at the number 1 overall pick. I'm going to presume they're going to end up with that number 10 pick. NHL playoffs going on tonight. Panthers lead the Lightning right now 1-0 in game 1 of that second round matchup. Second period there. Blues Avalanche tonight on TNT at 9:30. But that does it for us. We'll we'll wrap things up again. Jefferson getting the win tonight over Hedgesville in softball action. 13-4. The Cougars are headed to the state tournament in softball. And we'll have baseball action on Monday at Jefferson between Martinsburg and Jefferson for the regional championship there. 3-game series, best of 2. Or first team to get 2 wins the series. So that does it for us. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Pilot and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Ridgeline, CR-V, or Passport. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Are you considering 9 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Retire. How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Softball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued coverage of high school, college, and professional sports, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online, talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.